The Seiko Alpinist has long ranked as one of the best entry-level mechanical watches on the market, and it's not hard to see why. Its combination of tool watch specs with a surprisingly elegant design that makes it easy to wear anywhere, plus its approachable price, has made it popular among enthusiasts and first-time collectors alike. To round off 2025, Seiko has updated the Alpinist line, with this 8th generation model improving upon its specs and durability even further, whilst also adding some stylistic flair and making it true to its roots. Let's talk about those roots actually, because you might not be familiar with the Alpinist's history. First released in 1959, the Alpinist name is historically significant as it was Seiko's first ever sports watch, designed to accompany Japanese hikers as they took on the world's most challenging peaks. Leaving production after 3 generations in 1964, the Alpinist name was revived in 1995, which is also when it started sporting its now recognisable 4 o'clock crown, magnifier lens, and cathedral hands. But the most recognisable Alpinist reference is inarguably the SARB507, which was produced from 2006 to 2017 and had a winning combination of a green dial with gold details and a brown leather strap. 2020 saw the Alpinist revived once again for its 7th generation, now under the Prospex line, with SPB reference numbers. And this brings us to 2025, where the Prospex Alpinist has been once again tweaked, with 3 inaugural references for this 8th generation: the SPB503, SPB505, and SPB507. It's this latter reference, the SPB507, that I reckon will prove to be the most popular of the 3, as it maintains that dark forest green and gold, first introduced 30 years ago, that made this watch so popular and has become the archetypal Alpinist look. Indeed, the SPB507 is significantly more faithful to the 1995 model that introduced this aesthetic. A colour-matched date wheel with a gold outline makes its return, as does the Alpinist script logo, although it's now colour-matched with the rest of the dial details rather than being red. You'll also notice that the Prospex logo and spec descriptions at 6 o'clock are less obtrusive. What about the other 2 references? Well, the SPB505 keeps things fairly simple, presenting a black dial with a subtly brown twinge and white details instead of gold. This gives it a bit more of a modern, subtle look. However, the SPB503 goes for something a bit flashier, offering a blue-green, almost turquoise-coloured dial that feels highly refreshing, fitting for a watch that was originally intended to conquer mountains. Both the black and the blue models come mounted on a 3-link steel bracelet, whereas the green continues the tradition of being mounted on leather. Also, looking at our footage here, of these 3 Seiko Alpinists, which dial colour would you go for if you could only pick one? The classic green and gold, the fresh blue, or the versatile black? Let us know in the comments. Seiko hasn't just given the Alpinist an aesthetic makeover for its 8th generation though. While it maintains the same 39.5mm diameter and 46.4mm lug-to-lug measurements as the previous generation, it's now half a millimetre thinner. That's thanks to its 6R55 movement, which is also found in some King Seiko models, which isn't just thinner than the 6R35 from the outgoing model, but also offers a longer power reserve, boosting from 70 to 72 hours. This movement also offers hacking seconds, hand winding, and a quick set date, instantly differentiating itself from Seiko's entry-level movements. The other big functional change the 8th generation Alpinist introduces is that it now boasts Seiko's ultra-hard Diasheild coating, a clear ceramic PVD layer that significantly improves its scratch resistance. Fans will be pleased to know that its 200-metre water resistance rating remains unchanged, as does its internal compass bezel, which is operated via the crown at 4 o'clock. As a Seiko lover, it's easy for me to wax lyrical about this brand and its watches, but sometimes you don't need to waffle. The new 8th generation Prospex Alpinist is just better in just about every way. It's got better specs, it's thinner, it's more aesthetically pleasing, and it's truer to the model that made it so popular in the first place. The only negative I can find is that there's been a small price increase from the last generation, 200 Aussie dollars for the leather strap model and 300 for the bracelet models, but I think that's more than a fair price to pay for the improvements they bring to the table. So, the Seiko Prospex Alpinist SPB503, SPB505 and SPB507 are all available now, priced at $1,400 Australian dollars for the green dialed SPB507 on leather, and $1,550 for the blue SPB503 and black SPB505 on bracelets. You'll find a complete list of specs in the description of this video, and head to time+tidewatches.com for my full written review. And if you've enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing if you haven't already, as that's the best way you can support us going forward. Until next time, don't be a stranger.